Hey everyone, my name is Chloe, and today I'm here to kind of review my 2021 goals and let you know if I made them or if I did not, and also to talk about 2022 goals. So, for my 2021 goals, I just had to rewatch the video, and I'm not tech savvy enough to watch it and do it in here. So, I will tell you that I had goals in three categories: bookish goals, fitness goals, and mom goals. So let's just dive into it and see how I did. So for my bookish goals, I wanted to do the unread shelf challenge, and then I also added in the read your bookshelf challenge. And I'm happy to say I did do both of those. So both of those are one prompt a month, and it just gives you kind of a way to direct your reading. And I really enjoyed that. I really liked. It wasn't overwhelming, but it did kind of push me out of my box a couple times and made me pick up things that I maybe wouldn't have otherwise. So I did that. Check. Reduce my physical TBR by 100 books. I did not do that. I was so close. And then November and December were kind of big haul months for me, and it just ruined it. So I did not make that. Read more thrillers. So that one was really kind of arbitrary because I didn't track my reading in 2020, so I don't know what more means, but I think I read 46 this year, and I feel pretty good about that. It's the year's not over, so I don't know exactly how many books I read, but I would say it's a good portion of the books I read. I think I read 200 or 300, somewhere in there. I really try not to pay attention to the numbers because otherwise I get really numbers focused. But I would say I'm happy with that. And then the last goal, I honestly forgot was even a goal until I just rewatched it. And that was to use Goodreads more for shelving books by genre or by trope or whatever it may be. I did not do that. I did do a reading spreadsheet, and I did not think I was going to do that. And my thoughts on that are I really love the information, especially doing monthly wrap-ups. I loved having that information. But I also found I really got behind in it, and it became definitely a chore for me. So going forward, I don't know if I'll do it or not. I love the data, but I'm not sure if I love the time that it takes. And with that, I also kept a document for different tropes. I did that for maybe half the year, where I if I read a book with a certain trope, I would put that there. So it would be really easy to do recommendation videos or anything like that, but I didn't keep up consistently with that. So that one is kind of a fail. So for the physical fitness stuff, so I said last time I was 6 months postpartum, and now my daughter is just over a year and a half. And I was just trying to get a little more toned. And I don't know how I did with this, you guys. I don't know how I did with this because my goals were to lift weights more consistently. And I would say at times throughout the year, I was really good about it. And at times throughout the year, I was not. Just like I knew I would, I stuck to my cardio, but lifting weights was really hit and miss. So kind of. And then the plank challenge. So I started the plank challenge, I think last December, and it's to do 1 minute plank a day. And I did that the entire year with the exception of a little while my foot was broken because I couldn't put any weight on that foot. So I would say that's a success, and I'm still doing it, and I'm up to 2.5 minutes a day, and it just feels really good. It's a good core strengthener, good shoulders. I really struggle with upper body strength, especially shoulders. I'm kind of petite. So getting strength in those is hard for me, and so I feel like that has really helped. Then for my mom challenge or goals, I'm calling them challenges because they were challenges, and I'm going to tell you guys I didn't really make it. So the first one was to spend 9 a.m. to noon not on my phone. And I think this one was hit and miss. There's definitely times when I do, but times when I don't. We are typically out and about and busy from about 9 to noon every day. So I'm not just sitting at home on my phone, but I do always have my phone. And in Ainsley's activities, I spend a lot of time on my phone. So, that I feel a little bit of I can give myself a little bit of grace on that because I've also started selling Usborne books, and so I do a lot of work on my phone, and it's not necessarily time that I'm taking away from my kids when I'm on my phone. So I'm maybe just probably making excuses. But the other thing was to be intentional about having one-on-one time with both of them, and I have done that, but not in the way that I thought I was going to. So I envisioned more one-on-one outings and that kind of stuff. And That doesn't really happen. But what does happen is like sometimes I'll let Ainsley stay up during nap time, or like last night, Annie was kind of having a hard time going to sleep. So I just slept with her from 9 to midnight. And different things happen where I do get one-on-one time with each of them. But it's not as like intentional and consistent as I wanted. And I feel like I'm okay with that. Because the point for me was like just quality time with them and getting to know them as individuals. And I do feel like that was a success this year. So, definitely something to keep in the back of my mind to keep kind of working on, but it's also hard because I stay at home with them. Jeremy travels, and like the opportunities and like on the weekends, we want to spend time as a family. So it's kind of hard to do things, one-on-one. So if you've got any tips on that one, let me know. So those were my 2021 goals. I would say the ones I nailed were the Unread Shelf Challenge and the Read Your Bookshelf Challenge. Reading more thrillers, maybe the Plank Challenge, and that's about it. So the rest were kind of yikes. So going forward to 2022, I said in my last video, but I am not a resolutions person. I just don't like them. They end up feeling like a lot of shame if I miss a day or something. Like I'm very black and white thinker and very like rigid in those kind of things. And so it ends up just feeling guilt and shame for me when I inevitably mess something up. So I'm not a resolutions person. I typically am a goals person. But as you can see, my goals didn't work out that well for me. Also, the end of this year has been exceptionally hard for our family. I'm not going to get into it here, but if you guys are friends with me on Instagram or Facebook or anything, you will know what's going on with our family. And right now, I feel like I'm just in a brain fog and can't even like envision what 2022 is going to be like for me. So I'm not making goals this year. I'm not going to make goals. And I may throughout the year, like at a different point throughout the year, I may make a goal and kind of try to focus things one way or the other. But as of now, I'm just going to let 22 happen. Just kind of see what happens, because this year I feel like I had a lot of really great plans and a lot of things didn't go according to plan. So reading wise, I do want to like get back to reading just for fun, whatever that means. And taking a step back from YouTube has kind of helped me put less pressure on myself. Like nobody else has ever put pressure on me, but putting pressure on myself to read as much. So I feel like that has kind of helped. I really, really, really miss this community, but I enjoy the time that I'm not spending filming. Like maybe vlogs will come back, and that's where like in my head there's a lot going on. Maybe vlogs will come back because those are really easy to do on the fly. Maybe somehow this is going to be a part of my life, and somehow reading will always be a part of my life. But especially in these times that are a little more challenging mentally, emotionally, all of that, I'm finding myself back to watching more YouTube, and I like that. I like watching more YouTube instead of listening to audiobooks or whatever in those times. And so all that to say, I don't know what my reading's going to look like. I don't know what my YouTube's going to look like. If you are a content creator, know that I am watching, especially lately. I'm watching. I may not be commenting, but I'm watching, and I want to be more consistent about watching and commenting. So reading life, don't really know. Fitness life, don't really know. I'm not where I want to be fitness wise, but we also have a lot of other things going on that are kind of manipulating my body and doing things to my body. So that just is not going to be my focus this year. And mom life, just cherish my little girls, hold them close, spend lots of time with them, let them know I love them. That's my goal always. So no goals for 2022. Let's see how that works. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, night, whenever you're watching this. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.